going?
Speaking of going straight for the jugular, gentlemen, it's time for some reviews.
Cheers. Time for some reviews.
Garrick.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
What's up?
Hey,
What's
man.
up, guys?
Hey, bro.
Hey, I'm back. Just kidding.
Welcome back.
I was pondering my reviews.
Yeah. I haven't
really?
decided what you're doing yet.
Making a U-turn, are you?
Yeah. So we had a whole slew of comics
Oh, justice.
We did?
and a TV show that came out. New one called Star Wars.
Wait, what?
Star Wars Resistance. But first, comics.
Okay. Comic? Which one?
So we had Star Wars 55 that came out that had one of the biggest of Star Wars events
of all
time.
Yeah.
I still tried
Of
so
all
hard.
time.
I tried so hard to get you guys to say that a couple weeks ago because it was on the list of
Yeah,
secret
I
words.
knew it was on the list. That's why I didn't say it.
She did.
I'm resisting the bell.
I probably would have thrown up if I said it.
Yeah, almost
the
there. Oh, just missed it.
Yeah, anyway, so this for those who are longtime listeners of the show and readers of the comic know that the current Star Wars main title comic is kind of an in-between A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back. And the Rebel fleet has amassed and now are being systematically destroyed by Darth Vader. And in the last issue, 54, we lost our General Draven. He died, got his neck snapped. And that tied up that loose end.
He was
in
the
this
a-hole
comic,
from Rogue One, right?
the a-hole from Rogue One, as
Yeah,
he's
that's right.
affectionately known as.
I knew it.
Yeah. So in this one, we have another major character who bites the dust.
What?
Yeah. General Dodonna.
What?
Yeah.
Special part about that was when we were actually in the same pitch.
Yeah, man.
That actually got really excited. I had a moment.
whoa.
I felt it down in my,
Yeah.
Okay.
Big bombshell there.
Yeah. What?
So you remember him calling Princess Leia Princess Leia. That's
Yep.
how he's
Yeah.
best known as in A New Hope.
So Admiral Adama.
Yeah.
Yep.
Admiral Adama.
It's all about the Adama.
Yeah. Some Cylons came on. Yeah. Effed him
well,
up.
I guess since
but
he called her Leah, it was probably his time.
yeah.
Bastard.
He had to go. GTFO with that dude.
Observant viewers of the Star Wars movies will notice he was in A New Hope, but he did not appear in any of the subsequent films.
Now that's when you start flashing Mon Mothma around the next time we all
Yeah.
get together.
So,
for a
like,
party.
where'd he go?
Somebody was
What
observing.
happened to the silver-haired fox, huh? Where's that guy? Huh? He died. He got blowed up. In this, he got
I'm pretty
Darth
sure
Vader-
he died.
In order to let the fleet escape Darth Vader's clutches, he hung back to take the brunt of the Force and got exploded.
Know how
While
that
the
goes.
other people escaped.
Did he try going to hyperspace at people?
He couldn't. Engines were shot up.
That'll do it. That's how they
Yep.
get you.
Couldn't do it. Ran out of
hyperfuel
hyperspace.
At least
flowing
they
everywhere.
covered that base.
Yeah. The cool thing was Hera actually was in this issue, and they brought back that cargo transport ship thing that they stole in one episode of Rebels. Kind of looks
right.
like a wedge with little hangar bays underneath it.
Yeah.
You know that thing? They brought that back. That was kind of cool.
Big old,
So,
carrier.
That's the stuff I love.
Yep. So they're tying
Crossovers.
stuff together, cutting off loose ends, answering some questions like, where's that General Dodonna guy? He dead? That's the answer.
Was that a question that anybody asked?
I did.
I'd wondered that all my life, actually.
I can't even
Okay.
remember if
Well, there you go.
he was like in the Legends, if he even appeared that often
I
or at all.
never thought twice about it.
Really?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I can't remember him appearing in Legends either.
Yeah.
Maybe it happened. I don't remember.
There we go. He did.
Oh.
Good for him.
Dead. So yeah, good issue overall. I thought it's kind of closing up an arc. Maybe the next issue will have a new artist on it, which is interesting. So we'll see how that works out. And Sana Solo's back. Yay!
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 She's got dreadlocks.
She does. She hot.
I want dreadlocks.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I have enough hair for it though, because I think you have to have more
I'm
than.
pretty
men.
sure you don't.
I want dreadlocks like Jon Favreau in PCU. I'm just saying.
Maybe I can get extensions.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'll just cut half of my hair off, and then we can have equal dreadlocks.
I'll get a weave. That's what I need. But I can do that.
Yep.
Pull that off.
What are you going to attach it to?
He's going to screw it into his skull.
You just need a little bit attached to, and you just flip it over.
Staples.
And tie it. It's staples,
That's how that
yes.
works.
Staple it right to my scalp.
Yep. It'll be.
So anyway, we also had a Darth Vader issue came out where we got some backstory on this mask that we've been seeing pop up all throughout these comics, the Mask of Lord Momin. And I just love how they're going back in time with this a little bit, kind of to the old Republic, it seemed like. And we get some backstory on Momin. He's an artist who liked to kill people. And that was his art. It was great. Yeah.
I like how Vader just walks around with his hand outstretched and the mask floating around in front of his hand. He can't carry it. They don't want it to look too Shakespearean.
Well, the cover is pretty much Shakespeare, him holding the mask in front of him.
Oh, yeah, and staring right into the eyes. Yeah, but in the comic, he's just holding out his hand and it's just floating around like, I can't be bothered to touch this thing.
Now, this is kind of Cylon looking.
Yeah, it's a very interesting mask. Like this is a very twisted character, this Lord Momin, because he's obviously an older Sith, and his whole deal was he liked to capture people at the moment of death, I suppose, because that's like where his real art lies or something. I don't know. You have to read it. It's really strange. It's a really twisted character.
For Star Wars, it's a little out there.
Yeah, it's a little out there, but I liked it because it's out there, but it's still cool, I guess, in a way. Yeah, so he's going to build it. Vader's going to build his fortress, and apparently it's this Mustafar, I think we mentioned before, is like some sort of nexus in the Force. And I guess kind of like in Rebels where the Wolf Door kind of like touched into the, I guess, the alternate world outside of time or whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess Mustafar is one of those nodes, and Vader's fortress is supposed to be some sort of key to open one of those doors. So
interesting.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So,
continuity. Mike loves it.
We'll see how that plays out.
As a matter of fact.
And speaking of Vader's Castle, we had some IDW comics that have come out, one a week, called Star Wars Adventures, Tales from Vader's Castle.
The voice really makes it.
Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, so these are okay, I guess.
I've read the first two. They're all right. I mean,
yeah, the first two are all right. So basically, there's a main story that's going through this 5-issue miniseries of this group of rebels trying to break into Vader's castle for whatever reason. And then whilst breaking into the castle, they tell a ghost story while they're in the middle of this comic, each comic. So like the second issue had Count Dooku in it, and they were telling a time where Count Dooku turned into a vampire. So that was pretty interesting.
yeah, I read that one. That was something else.
Yeah, because didn't he play Helsing, right? The actor, right?
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, so that was funny.
You are correct.
Yes. So yeah, they're just fun, dumb comics. Kind of cool stories in the middle about like I guess more of the supernatural side of the Star Wars universe. So
yeah, I like these. These are very comic-y.
Oh, very comic-y.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just little crazy side stories, and don't most of these have two stories in them as well, or
the main story, and then the story
like
that one of the characters in the main story tells the rest of the characters in the main story is like a mini comic in the middle.
Man, I'm looking at issue 3, and I would swear to you that right in the middle of the comic they just changed inkers.
Changed,
because they're two different stories, and they have two different artists.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
it looks like from one panel to the next that it's the same thing. I don't think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe.
Well, some of them they do. I'm not sure on issue 3, but issue 2 is more pronounced the change in the artist.
Traditionally, the art on these IDW comics have been more, kind of kiddie comic-y,
cartoony.
Yeah, cartoony. But actually, there's a couple of them where the art is actually really good.
Yeah.
No. In issue 3, it's just from one panel, like from one page to the next, the inking just changes 100%. It's really off, but it's the same artist, but the inking just is completely different.
Yeah, if you look at issue 2, it's definitely more pronounced, I think, because it's just like a totally different art style right in the middle with the the coloring and tracing and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, cool. If you want to check those out, I think they're pretty good, in my opinion. So
Yeah. Again,
Yeah.
Are they full price?
Yeah. I think they're $3.99, maybe.
Sounds right.
I don't know. Or $2.99. I can't remember. They're good though. They're good.
I enjoy them.
Yeah. So, guys,
Yes.
we had a new show drop.
What?
New show, new stuff.